Tax returns are reports filed with the Uganda Revenue Authority containing information used to calculate income tax or other taxes. This to some individuals may appear less important, yet it is one of the must-dos. In this week's Make Money, we find out how this is a healthy practice for all taxpayers and how you can actually go about it. In business, paying tax is one of the ways to help become a good business or corporate citizen. This therefore means that every responsible business must file tax returns. But where do you start if you want to file tax returns?
What is happening is that our officers are actually going to be there where you do your businesses, and they will give you the means and facilities. So it involves applying through a form that you fill in, giving certain information to the officers about the nature of the work that you do, where it is located, and also providing proof of identity. Proof of identity is simple. It is what people already have, like village IDs, national IDs, voters, registration card, and so on and so forth. So once you provide this, then we can facilitate you with the registration, and then we would give you the information back. For those who are more sophisticated, they can do this through our website, our internet site, www.ura.go.ug. And those who need special assistance can also come into our offices. We've got 32 of those across the country. Undertaking
this move comes with some benefits. In fact, for you to qualify for certain business deals, you must show tax clearance certificates for particular taxes, such as VAT.
It makes it easy for you to deal with government. As you are aware, government is the biggest buyer in the economy. So if you are selling something, chances are you will eventually sell to government. And whether it's a local authority, municipal council, whatever it is, they usually require a TIN, and it has now been mandated by law. So if you're filing your tax returns, if you have your TIN, this will be made a lot easier for you. Similarly, the benefits extend. We've now made it easy to process things like motor vehicle registration. If you are registering a car in your names, if you are registering land in your names, you need a tax identification number, and usually also to be up to date with your filing of tax returns where it is applicable.
It's also important to note that depending on the nature of business one is doing, taxes payable differ.
For example, if you are in general trade and you are in Kampala City or one of its subdivisions, and your turnover is between 35 and 50 million shillings a year, then you would be expected to pay 500,000 shillings. So this is an income tax. As you move up in the turnover brackets and the businesses become more sophisticated, the other taxes will include VAT, they will include local excise duty for people who are manufacturing, they will include, for people who run these small betting houses that you have seen, they include gaming and pool betting tax. We also have pay as you earn for employees like myself.
So buying and shipping in merchandise from abroad to the country has never been an easy task. This week's entrepreneur devised a way around this, and through his internship application, he brings in just about anything from overseas to his warehouse where the customers finally access it.
A first-class degree holder from Makerere University, Nilsim Sango's future appeared bright right from the start. He started out by gaining a 5-year work experience from an IT firm, but his dream was always to branch out and do his own thing, something that came to be with the help of a friend and former roommate.
He came to me and said, look, I have this opportunity in South Sudan, and we have a chance to train the army, IT training. And so for me, it was just a no-brainer. Like, I thought, I want to start out, big deal in South Sudan, opportunity, there's no one there, so that's how I went to South Sudan.
He later decided to expand his IT business beyond just South Sudan and bring it back home. And it was in the process of doing this that he encountered challenges that led to the birth of his second and current business.
I had to bring in so many things, equipment, day to day for clients, for people, so because of that, I really faced a serious problem. So much headache getting things in. Those guys who were going to bring things would ask for lots of money because I had a few things, and then those who wanted little money would take forever. So I thought, let me go on a journey to figure out this. And on my journey, I figured out a solution which I thought, this is a big problem, right? So I can monetize this.
He then went ahead to do research to figure out how he could make a business out of this and actually make it work.
I saw who are the biggest guys in the world who do this kind of business. And I realized the trend. All of those guys were not trading in Africa. They had cut off African ties. And so I thought, this must be for a reason, you know? You can't just be the biggest guy in the world and forget about the youngest continent, you know, where business is growing.
It's at this point that he decided to reach out to some of the biggest shipping companies to find answers as to why they did not tap into the available potential.
So he writes to me and says, look, we don't come to Africa because of the fraud that has been there, first because of visa cards, but also because we have no person on the ground. So we can't do business there because we don't understand these markets. I sent him my proposal. I said, look, I want this to happen. I want you to be the guys in the States. I want you to be the guys who are our face there. And we'll do business here. I'll handle all the payments here and I'll pay you with my own cards. And, you know, we came to negotiation.
And as they say, the rest is history. That is how Internship was born and has continued to thrive, albeit with its fair share of challenges as it is with every other business.
In our market now, the culture is not for someone to pay upfront before they get their goods. So we had a payment plan, deposit. So someone deposits on the item, they get the item, then they pay the balance. So which means you have to have the cash that is in the middle there to fit the bill here.
The sky is only the limit for Neil Sims, and his internship application most recently won the Seedstars competition on the national level for Best Startup in Emerging Markets. But beyond that, he wants to establish himself and have a presence across the continent.
That's it this week on Money Matters. My name is Malcolm Sime. You need to get back to us. Text us on 6565. You can look for NTV Money Matters on Facebook and leave your comments and views. Otherwise, keep it locked on NTV.